to Hachinohe, which will be our last stop in Aomori Prefecture. It is on the southeastern coast of the prefecture facing the Pacific Ocean. Hachinohe was one of the areas affected by the earthquake and tsunami here in Japan in 2011, and one of our translators actually grew up in Hachinohe and has described the scenes of boats that had been picked up out of the water and placed on top of piers or across the street from the coastline. We've stopped at a little roadside market that is filled with local products. I grabbed an apple at the market, so excited to bite into this one. I can't get enough of the Aomori apples. It's kind of raining here, but luckily our next stop is inside. We are going to Hachinohe Shuzo Sake Brewery, which dates back to 1775. We are headed to the brick building, which is where they produce and stock sake and was built more than 100 years ago. We are in another one of the main buildings, which is an old wooden building that was also built over 100 years ago and is where they store the sake after it's finished. This is the attic of the wood building, and it's huge. I guess this is where they used to store bottles of sake that they were waiting to deliver. And now it's used as kind of a museum space where they have antique items from the old days of sake brewing. The end of the tour is a tasting. I don't drink alcohol, but I've loved learning about the process and the history. We are stopping at Kabushima Island, which is a little island offshore of Hachinohe, which also serves as a habitat for 40,000 black-tailed gulls. We are here hoping to see some of the gulls, but it's not looking likely because of the weather. I guess there are a few out in the water. This is Kabushima Island, and there's a shrine on top, and it survived the tsunami in 2011 when everything else here was just devastated. So the people felt that it's very special. Sadly, the shrine was completely destroyed by fire in November of 2015, so is now being restored. I wish we could have gone in. We are on our way to lunch to experience a little taste of something that happens here in Hachinohe in February and March. They have a Hachinohe Bouillabaisse Festa, and this year 17 different restaurants participated. Each restaurant that participates must serve their own version of bouillabaisse, which is a seafood stew from the south of France, and there are only 2 rules. They must use at least 4 types of seafood caught in Hachinohe, and then they must make a second dish that uses the bouillabaisse broth so that the bouillabaisse can be enjoyed twice. It looks like each version was very unique. We are at the Hachinohe Park Hotel to try their version of bouillabaisse. They use 8 different types of seafood in their bouillabaisse, and then their second dish is a seafood risotto made with the bouillabaisse broth. We are at the train station about to get on a Shinkansen, a bullet train. Our time in Aomori Prefecture has come to a close, and we are headed for Hokkaido. I have fallen in love with Aomori, and I cannot wait to come back. I have loved the food, the sights, and especially the people.